My ex-husband told me, in front of half my family, that leaving me was the best decision he ever made. 5 minutes later, a little girl ran across the wedding tent, hugged my waist, and called me mommy. Then his older brother walked in, and she called him daddy. 5 years earlier, I came home on my birthday with a lemon cake. My husband Drew had promised a surprise. I opened the door, heard music upstairs, and smelled my best friend's perfume. I climbed the stairs without calling his name. The bedroom door was cracked open. Tessa was in my bed wearing Drew's white shirt. Drew sat beside her, shirtless, with his laptop glowing near the pillow. Tessa went pale first. Drew said, "Evie, wait." I saw her dress on my chair. I saw my mother's bracelet looped around her purse. Then I saw the screen. It was not a love note. It was paperwork from Drew's mother's family trust. Tessa worked in trust administration. A reverse transfer sat there like a fingerprint. I picked up the laptop. Drew moved too late. "Don't," he said. I held up one hand. "Don't speak." Then I dropped Tessa's dress at her feet and said, "Get dressed." By midnight, I was at my mother's kitchen table making a list. Affair, trust file, reverse transfer, office watermark. My birthday surprise had been adultery and financial crime. The next morning, my lawyer copied the files and alerted the trust administrator before Drew could clean up his mess. Then I called his older brother, Grant. He read everything and said, "That tells me everything." The divorce was quick. Tessa lost her job. Drew was pushed away from every family account. Of course, he called it bad wording, bad timing, a clerical error. After the divorce, I rebuilt quietly. Then Grant's wife died, leaving him with Lily. I helped one Saturday, then another. Lily colored at my kitchen table. Grant never rushed me. By my cousin's wedding, Grant and I were engaged, but still private. Lily had started calling me mommy at home, softly at first. I loved her, like life had finally handed me something instead of taking something away. At the reception, Drew found me near the dance floor. He had whiskey on his breath and that old polished smile. He leaned in and said, "Leaving you was the best decision I ever made." Then Lily ran toward me. Her yellow dress bounced around her knees. Her curls had slipped from their ribbons. She hit my chair with both hands. Then she wrapped herself around my waist. "I love you, mommy." The tent went silent. Drew looked down, then up at me, then down again. His mouth opened. Nothing came out. The tent flap moved behind us. Grant stepped onto the wood floor. Lily turned and shouted, "Daddy." Grant picked her up. My engagement ring caught the light. Drew saw the child, the ring, and Grant standing beside me like he belonged there. "What the hell is this?" Drew said. Before I could answer, Tessa's voice cut through the tent. "No, Drew. The better question is what you did." She stepped out, thinner, tired, and shaking. The affair had lasted 2 years. Drew wanted access to his mother's trust, and she wanted to be chosen. "That is a dangerous combination," she said. Drew snapped, "This isn't the place." Tessa laughed once. "It's exactly the place. You've always liked an audience." Then she pulled out an envelope and a flash drive. The transfer I found was not the only one. Drew had moved money through one of his businesses. Worse, he told his mother I might have touched the paperwork first, so everyone would think I was bitter and unstable. He had not just cheated. He had tried to make me the smokescreen for his theft. My lawyer, invited after Tessa called, stood from a back table. She scanned the first page and looked at Grant. "This is enough to reopen everything." Drew lunged for Tessa's wrist. Grant stepped forward. "Take your hand off her." His voice was quiet. Drew let go like the floor had disappeared under him. 2 venue staff and the groom walked him out. At the tent flap, Drew turned back and said, "You think this means you won?" I stood there with my hands steady. This stopped being about winning when you made my life collateral. Now everyone knows it. Months later, Drew's business accounts were subpoenaed. Tessa cooperated. I did not need to watch the whole house burn to know the match had been found. I married Grant the next spring. Lily carried petals like state secrets. That night, she asked for the yellow crayon and called me mommy without thinking. That was the real revenge. Drew tried to leave me humiliated and alone. 5 years later, every lie he built collapsed, and every important thing chose me anyway.